Your crypto in health. You want to know how crypto is working in health? We come to you every day with juicy news on wealth, wellness, and well being. We're broadcasting to you live from 1.4 degrees south of the equator and 37 degrees east of the central meridian. I like to tell you we're right in the cryptographic middle of the world. You're with me, Scholastica Mugi, and I'm coming to you at exactly 1200 hours coordinated universal time UTC here on the Ubricoin channel. You're just in time, and we're calling you as a new argonaut for Africa to join us in steering the economies of Africa. We're guided by Annlee Saxenian, who described in her book The New Argonauts 2006 about the role of the diaspora who traveled to America and returned from Silicon Valley to their home countries to support new industries in semi-conductor. Now, in your case, you don't have to travel back and forth like Saxenian described about the argonauts of the 1990s and before. You let the information tech do the traveling for you through the internet and the blockchain economy, which is the Ubricoin. And this is why we're shilling UBN because we know it helps you solve two fundamental problems: your retirement funds and education for your offsprings. Now, guys, data from Worldometer shows a surge in the number of COVID-19 cases across the globe, and we're still counting. And so far as it stands, 19,574,592 have tested positive for coronavirus, and we have 12,569,347 who have recovered. We're so thankful to God for that. But unfortunately, we have lost 724,737 lives. So you can see this is exactly what is happening, and definitely we need to make sure that the ball is in our court at all times. So let's continue washing our hands with soap and water, sanitizing with an alcohol-based sanitizer. We're donning our masks every time we're in public, and of course, we're observing social distancing. Big up to lovely people: Grace, Naomi, Shiko, Irene, Susan, Barbara, Abed, Evans, Betty, JJ, Jojo, David, Muturu, Miss Kindness, Fochari Productions, Madam Beatrice Morango, Joyce of Seattle, Dr. Stephen Karanja, Mr. Mbugwa Kimani, Kimani Kamau, Eglanti Lonperia, Romario, Producer Purity, Tom, Pinch 254, Samuel Gatua, Brand Rakoi, Ian Mwangi, Jacob Yator, Arche Limo, Eunice, Paul Njoroge, Jane Nelson, The Prince, Triza, Justin Muhammad Ali, Global Trader, Ruth Owino, Jane Gashugu, Irene Kiaton, Engineer Masinga, The Comical Canadian, Mark Waweru, Stephen Opanga, Raja Usman, Veronica Mwangi, Justice Kimeli, Chiza Charles Kea, Washira SM Pwani, Jean Washira, Lynn Washira, David Ogutu, Bishop Mackenzie, Isaac Ithua, Miriam Flower, Moses, Mr. Mbuthia, Pastor Zippy, Jessica Daniel John, Alpha Nyota, Steve Nyabuto, Jason Gore, Wanjiko Kinuthia, Ibrahim Gitao, Felix, Sherry, Shali, Fred, Jojo Duke. I hope wherever you are, you're staying safe and, of course, observing all the guidelines that we have been given. Now, guys, let's first get inspired from First Chronicles chapter 29, verse 12. Both riches and honor come from you, and you reign over all. In your hand is power and might. In your hand it is to make great and to give strength to all. That is such an inspiring word, and we hope and we look up to God for everything that we need, because indeed in his hand is power and might. Thanks be to God. Now, on our COVID-19 term, we revisit ventilator. Next, on our crypto news segment, we talk about a blockchain application that makes food safer. And on Ubrica today, UBN is bullish, and we're loving this particular increase in the price. So let's start with ventilator, which is a machine that supplies oxygen to a patient with severe lung issues. Now, people with severe cases of COVID-19 can't provide enough oxygen rather, to their body. Their lungs are too limited. So a ventilator machine requires a specialist or respiratory therapist. It is more invasive than an oxygen mask. many hospitals don't have a supply of ventilators big enough for COVID-19 outbreak. As we have seen currently here in Kenya, we're still struggling with the number of ventilators, and I hope that you're taking care of yourself so that you do not have to be in the situation where you're looking for a ventilator to support you. So having said that, let's keep abreast with what's happening with data in as far as here in Kenya is concerned. And 342,132 have been tested. Out of that, 25,138 have tested positive. Well, thankfully, 11,118 have recovered. Now, unfortunately, we have lost 413 lives. So let's keep being in charge of our lives. Let's take personal responsibility to ensure that we take the necessary precaution to be where we're supposed to be, to avoid crowding, especially during the weekends. We must not gather together. We can still talk online, we can still video call, we can video chat, and we can do all that stuff, guys. So let's keep going. Our lives definitely is in our hands, and everything that you're doing, just remember it's in your hands. Having said that, we can now cross over to our crypto news segment. We're looking at news on Cointelegraph by Felipe Erazo. VeChain's latest blockchain application makes food safer. The VeChain Foundation announced the blockchain-based food safety solution based on its blockchain as a service platform toolchain. Now, VeChain's newly released tool offers a suite of white label services that will allow the food sector to implement on-chain safety management services. These services include traceability templates, which track things like origin traceability, cross-border traceability, full process traceability, and more. They have high hopes that the tool will be useful for many subsectors and products such as fresh food, dairy, alcohol and wine, and imported foods. Companies will also gain access to third-party services such as PwC, Deloitte, DNVGL, among others, to help them reduce the cost of certification, auditing, insurance, and supply chain financial services. Now, Vichin stated that BaaS platforms, that's blockchain as a service platform, and companies on the market today provide only assistance for high-level framework services such as deployment of nodes. They elaborated that this massive barrier of entry hinders the adoption of blockchain in the food sector. With VeChain toolchain ready to use, blockchain applications can be deployed and implemented quickly to solve real business needs, end quote. So we're still looking at how blockchain is going to be a viable option to curb the challenges that we face. And particularly here, we're looking at blockchain technology improving food traceability and security. So in as far as adoption of blockchain technology is concerned, we keep going higher and higher by the day. So don't think for a moment that because you're still not interested in blockchain technology, that somehow it's going to fade away and it's going to get out of our lives. It's getting deeper and deeper. So the more you realize that you need to be on this space, and particularly by the best way, by getting involved, actively involved in the blockchain money, then the safer and the greater chances of you achieving wealth is going to be. So having said that, guys, we're looking at a 167.4% increase in the UBN's price currently. So look at coingecko.com and you're going to find that price is doing so well today, Ubricoin's price, which means that a month earlier you wouldn't have gotten Ubricoins at that price. So currently, if I sell to you Ubricoins worth this price, then it means that I will have made a profit from the money that I bought Ubricoins with last month. So we better hurry up, guys. This is the time to buy Ubricoins. We insist all the time. It's definitely the time to come and buy Ubricoins, and it's also the time for us to get actively involved in our markets so that we ensure that we're keeping UBN as active as it should be. So currently we're looking at once you visit either scan.io, again, we say that's where you want to find all the information of Ubricoin, and you're going to find the 69,786 of us going on, and we're still holding strong. We keep growing every day, and I hope that you are planning to join us sooner than later. So we're looking at UBN ETH trading pair being the very first one on Phoenix Box Exchange. We also have UBN BTC, UBN Doge, UBN USDT, following in that order on Phoenix Box Exchange. So yesterday we had UBN USDT being the most active market, but it's been overtaken by UBN ETH. So guys, let's keep trading. Let's not tire to keep UBN bullish. We want to see it bullish so that the moment we just get to, very soon we're gonna get to $1, we're gonna get to $2, and if you miss out on this opportunity now, then definitely you're gonna be in a lot of trouble. So we seize the opportunities as they come, and we say again and again and again that this is your time to buy Ubricoins. So as you relax over the weekend, think about the reasons why you're not in the space of blockchain money, and if those are valid reasons, then maybe it can count, but I am sure that you do not have a valid reason as to why you don't have blockchain money, because currently we know that fiat is definitely going to vanish in some years to come. Whether we like it or not, we must move into the space of blockchain money, and this is where the real money is. This is where the real deal is with our held crypto, the Ubricoin. So let's keep going, guys, and as I love to love you and leave you at this point, let me leave you with a quote by a TV presenter, Dave Wilson, who says, "Sometimes life gives you a second chance, or even two. Not always, but sometimes. It's what you do with those second chances that counts." I repeat again. Sometimes life gives you a second chance, or even two. Not always, but sometimes. It's what you do with those second chances that counts. I have been your girl, Scholastica Mugi, and until tomorrow, it is goodbye for now. Ciao!